Hi and welcome to Veritas Monthly Q&A, where we answer your questions about our month's latest topic. This month was August and we looked at compassion fatigue. The first question we got was looking for a deeper definition of what compassion fatigue is. Fundamentally, compassion fatigue is where your emotional bandwidth becomes overloaded in your support and caring for others. It's where you start to feel a disconnect, maybe some discontent, fatigue, tiredness, and also maybe a lack of care in supporting yourself and others after an extended period of support where you may have been foregoing yourself or not looking after yourself appropriately. When can compassion fatigue occur? Compassion fatigue can occur when either you don't feel like you have the tools to respond to what has been asked for you or what is needed from you in the role of a carer. It could be where you don't have role clarity around what your role as the carer or a carer is for others. So this might be where you're not sure how you work into someone's broader social or health network, or where your role as, say, a manager may stop and finish in supporting your employees and colleagues in the workplace. It can also occur when you get too enmeshed in the well-being of others. Now, this might seem like a hard concept, but it's a really important one. When we are supporting and caring for others, it's really important that we remember that we are playing a role as helper, not rescuer. We need to help people find resources, access supports, and utilize those supports, but we can't take the responsibility of rescuing others. It's too much of a burden for one person to take on. How to avoid compassion fatigue. The two main reasons I would say, or tools that support you in avoiding compassion fatigue would, one, be making sure that you're not caring for others at the sacrifice of yourself. The old analogy on the airplane about fitting your air mask before supporting others. So if you're entering into a sphere of caring or supporting someone else, make sure that you have in place clear well-being strategies for yourself and clear methods and ways of accessing them as well. Things that will adjust to your lifestyle and also the environment you're in. So what are you going to do for exercise if it is raining? How are you going to make sure that you're really stringent on having time built into your week to look after yourself, not just the other people? Secondly, as well, and this is a big one I feel for community at present, is being really clear in where your role as a carer starts and finishes. What is your responsibility? What is your role in this person's life and part of their broader system, so that you can be really clear about when to take action, when to support, and when to be directing people to the other supports around them, so that you can make the whole system and the whole system work efficiently with you and not rely only upon you or overburden you as well. And I use the word carer there, but this could be anyone that is working with or taking a level of responsibility in the care, development, or progress of anyone else in their community as well. So making sure you're looking after yourself and making sure you have really clear roles is really important. What are the signs of compassion fatigue? I brushed over this in one of my earlier answers, but looking more in depth, signs of compassion fatigue can include starting to feel a lack of care. So where you might have been really passionate or enthusiastic in supporting an individual or individuals, you start to feel a level of heaviness or resent against that, or a lack of inspiration. It can also be a sign where your behaviors go off. Maybe you stop practicing self-care, maybe you stop looking after yourself as much because you feel like you don't have time, or you just don't have the energy to commit to those activities post-caring for someone else. Another sign of compassion fatigue can be a level of anger or irritability as well. We're pushed so close to the end of our emotional bandwidth that even slight problems seem like big issues or big challenges, and slight indiscretions or perceived indiscretions against us can really be taken very personally as well. So I'd suggest if you start to notice those things change or begin to occur for you, could mean that you need to look into where they're stemming from and how you can reset and re-energize your compassion levels and avoid burning out on your compassion. That was this month's Q&A. Don't forget to submit your questions for next month, where we're looking at don't bottle it up, all around emotional suppression. So make sure you have a look at the content and any questions you might have. You'll be met with us at the end of the month to go through them. We look forward to receiving your questions. Until then, have a great time.